Hello everyone, welcome again to online session of Manu Law classes. I am Dinesh Kumar and I am former assistant professor of law at Campus Law Center, Law Faculty, Delhi University, and presently I am working as an academic head of Manu Law classes. So dear students, in today's session I will discuss with you one of the landmark judgment of Honorable Supreme Court, that is in the case of Northern Western Railway and others versus Sanjay Shukla. But before moving to the discussion part of the judgment, there is an important announcement for all of you. Admissions are open at Manu Law classes for upcoming batch of 2022 and 2023. All of you may get yourself enrolled with us for getting the best result. For more information, you can dial the given number on screen, that is 9971 444 054. Dear students, we at Manu Law classes are also providing 15 days free trial to all the aspirants of law entrance examinations. In these 15 days free trial, you will get the following benefits. Number 1, you will get live classes with one-to-one interaction. Number 2, you will get various topic tests and you will get various sectional tests. And at last, we will provide you the analysis of your performance, and this analysis will be done by our team of experts. To avail the benefit of this facility, you need to do the following activities. Number 1, first of all, you should find the link in the description below. Then you should locate the sign up program for 15 days free trial. Then you should fill the form available there, and then you will be eligible to get the benefit of this facility. So now we come to the discussion part of this landmark judgment, and the name of the case is Northern Western Railway and others versus Sanjay Shukla. This judgment was delivered by Honorable Supreme Court on 6th September 2021. In this judgment, I will discuss with you two constitutional and legal provisions, and the provision number 1 is Article 136 of Constitution of India. As all of you are aware about the provision of Article 136, basically Article 136 of Constitution of India provides for special leave petition. So basically special leave petition this is the petition which is filed by any party or by any aggrieved party under Article 136 of Constitution of India, and this petition is filed against the decision of any court or any tribunal in India except the Armed Forces Tribunal. So in this case, this petition was filed against the decision of National Commission with respect to the dispute of consumer. Now we come to section 2 clause 11 of Consumer Protection Act 2019. Basically this section defines the term deficiency, and these deficiency are related or may be related to the goods and services. So now we will understand the definition of term deficiency from this particular judgment point of view. So as per this definition of deficiency, deficiency means any fault, imperfection, shortcoming or inadequacy in quality and nature. So suppose as a consumer, if you buy certain goods from any party or any other party, and if you avail or you hire any services from any other party, and if that good or that services are not of a particular standard or are not of a particular quality, then it will be deemed that there is deficiency in service, and you will be entitled to claim the compensation for that deficiency in service from the other party. So as far as this particular case is concerned, this green mark information is relevant from this particular judgment. Now I'm reading it again. Deficiency means any fault and imperfection, shortcoming or inadequacy in quality and nature, and the manner of performance which is required to be maintained by or under any law for the time being in force or has been undertaken to be performed by a person in pursuance of a contract. So basically when we reserve train or when we buy the ticket of train, then there is a contract between us and the train. Then if there is any deficiency in the service on the part of train, then we are entitled to bring legal action against the train or the concerned authority who is managing the train or who is running the train. And if the deficiency of service or deficiency in service has been proved by the court of law or in the court of law, then we will be entitled to claim the compensation for that deficiency in service from the train or from any other department. So since in this case the matter is related to the train, that's why I'm emphasizing on the train. So now we come to the facts of this case. In this case there are two parties and one is appellant, and appellant is the railway department, and second is the respondent, and respondent is Sanjay Shukla. So basically this Sanjay Shukla booked the railway, and the name of the railway was Northern Western Railway in Ajmer, and this booking was made by this respondent Sanjay Shukla on 10th June 2016. This booking was from Kishangarh to Jambu Tawi. So this was the place of journey. Now he further booked the train ticket from the same train on 17th June 2016. As per the information given on the ticket, this train was scheduled to reach on Jambu Tawi on 11th June 2016 at around 8:10 AM. मीन्स ये ट्रेन जम्बू तवी में 8:10 पर 11 जून 2016 को पहुंचनी थी एज पर द इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन बाय द रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट. सो कंसीडरिंग दिस फैक्ट दैट द ट्रेन विल रीच at time or on time on that particular destination, so respondent also booked the flight and from Jambu to Srinagar, and the time of flight was around 12 at afternoon. Now basically the respondent had also go to the Srinagar from the Jambu, and for that purpose he booked the flight from there, and the time of the flight was 12 afternoon on the 11th June 2016. But what happened there? The train reached Jambu around 4 hours late. So the scheduled time of reaching the train was 8:10 AM in the morning, but train reached Jambu at 12 in the afternoon. So basically the train was delayed almost 4 hours, and because of this delay the respondent Sanjay Shukla and his family missed the flight which they booked from Jambu to Srinagar, and they booked this flight for 9,000 rupees, and they also booked a boat in the Dal Lake for some tourist purpose. So they also missed this booking amount of 9,000 rupees of flight, and if they could not find the flight or they could not board the flight at the proper time, so they had to manage or they had to hire a taxi, and that taxi charges 15,000 rupees from the respondent from Jambu to Srinagar. So this arrangement of taxi was made by them in the case of emergency, and they had to pay these 15,000 rupees for the same. They also booked this boat. They also booked a boat in rupees 10,000 in Dal Lake for some tourist purpose. So they also missed out this program of boating in the Dal Lake. So because of the delay on the part of the railway, respondent suffered so much financial loss, and he also suffered some mental injury. A respondent, considering this fact, brought legal action against the railway, first of all in the District Consumer Forum, and District Consumer Forum ordered the railway department to pay the compensation of rupees 25,000 to the complainant as a compensation, and rupees 5,000 is towards mental agony and the litigation charges. And this district consumer forum also ordered to the appellant in this case, that is railway, that this amount must be paid by the railway to the complainant within 1 month from the date of the order. Means district forum also ordered to the railway department to pay this amount of compensation plus the compensation amount of mental agony to the complainant within 1 month from the date of the order of the district consumer forum. And if the railway department fails to give this amount to the complainant, then complainant will also be entitled to the simple interest of 9% on this total amount from the railway department. Railway department challenged the decision of district consumer forum before state commission, but state commission also confirmed the order of district consumer forum. Then railway department challenged the order of state commission before the national commission, and national commission also confirmed the decision of district consumer forum. Then aggrieved by the decision of national commission, railway department approached to Honorable Supreme Court under Article 136 of Constitution of India in the special leave petition. So my dear students, this is the journey of this case from the district consumer forum to the Honorable Supreme Court. Now we come to the legal issue in this particular case. So the main legal issue before Honorable Supreme Court in this case was that whether the respondent Sanjay Shukla is entitled to receive compensation from the appellant railway in this given case or in these given factual situation. क्या संजय शुक्ला इस गिवन फैक्चुअल सिचुएशन में रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट से कंपेंसेशन लेने का अधिकार रखता है या नहीं? So in this case both the parties means appellant and respondent raise their contentions. First of all I will discuss the contention of appellant. So appellant raised the 3 contention here, and the contention number 1 on the part of appellant was that appellant is not responsible for delay because there was no fault on its part. Railway ने कहा कि that we are not responsible for the delay of 4 hours because there was no fault on our part. So if there was no fault on our part, then we are not liable to pay compensation to the respondent in this case. Second contention on the part of railway was that since appellant is not responsible to pay compensation by virtue of rule 114 and 115 of Indian Railway Conference Association Coaching Tariff. So basically this is the law relating the compensation in the case of deficiency in the service of railway. So this was the second contention on the part of the appellant. So now we come to the third contention on the part of the railway department, and the third contention was that so the decision by the district consumer forum, state commission and national commission on the basis of deficiency of service is not correct in the view of appellant railway, because railway considered that there was no deficiency in service on the part of railway. So basically all these contentions raised by the appellant were not substantial in nature. Railway department could not provide any substantial contention to avoid its liability. Now we come to the contention on the part of respondent. So respondent also raised the 3 contention, and contention number 1 on the part of respondent was that appellant is responsible for the delay. Why the appellant was responsible for the delay? Because there was no circumstances which was beyond the control of appellant. So this contention of respondent was that because there was not any extraordinary circumstances which was beyond the control of railway, because of which the rail got late to reach its destination. So if there was no circumstances which was beyond the control of the railway, then it will be a case of negligence on the part of the railway department or the concerned authorities or the concerned person who were running the railway at that point of time. Now the second contention on the part of respondent was there was deficiency in service on the part of appellant in this case because the train was delayed by 4 hours and without any justiciable reason. So रेस्पोंडेंट ने कहा कि भी 4 घंटे ट्रेन का लेट पहुंचना बिना किसी जस्टिसिएबल ग्राउंड के ये डेफिशिएंसी इन सर्विस है और इसके लिए उसके पास ये राइट है that the respondent claim compensation from the appellant. Now we come to the third contention on the part of respondent. Respondent further contended that because delay caused by the appellant railway, he has suffered financial loss. So financial loss means he suffered the loss of 9,000 rupees for which he booked this plane or flight. Second, he suffered the 10,000 rupees loss for booking of boat in the Dal Lake. Respondent also had to pay 15,000 rupees for the taxi expenses from Jammu to Srinagar. Now we come to the decision of Honorable Supreme Court in this case. So after analyzing the contention of both the parties, Honorable Supreme Court came to the following conclusion. And in the first point, Honorable Supreme Court held that yes, there was delay of 4 hours on the part of the appellant railway, and it reiterated the story again. In this point, Honorable Supreme Court held that the respondent suffered the loss of 9,000 rupees because he missed the plane or flight. Secondly, he also suffered the loss of 15,000 rupees which he paid to the taxi driver. It was also an extra expenses. Thirdly, so he also suffered the loss of 10,000 rupees on account of booking boat in the Dal Lake. Now we come to the second part of the judgment of Honorable Supreme Court. Honorable Supreme Court held that appellant did not lead any substantial evidence. Means suppose there are 2 points or there are 2 grounds on the basis of which the appellant could avoid its responsibility. Suppose the train was 4 hours delay, and if the railway department is able to give any evidence and the evidence is of such a nature that the delay was caused because of any circumstances which was beyond the control of railway department. Suppose there was any act of God or there was any other emergency because of which the train got late. So if the railway department is able to give this evidence, then railway department may not be ordered to pay compensation to the respondent in this case. लेकिन रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट ने कोई ऐसी सब्सटेंशियल एविडेंस नहीं दी जिससे इस बात को प्रूव किया जा सके कि रेलवे का 4 आवर्स लेट होना किसी ऐसी परिस्थिति की वजह से था जो कि रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट के कंट्रोल में नहीं थी. सो अगर कोई ऐसी सिचुएशन नहीं थी, ऐसी कोई परिस्थिति नहीं थी which was beyond the control of railway department, then it will amount to negligence on the part of the railway department and which will lead to the deficiency of service on the part of railway department. Now we come to the next point. These are the days. Yeah, this point is very important from the judgment point of view. Honorable Supreme Court held that so these are the days of competition and accountability, and if the public transport like railway or the government buses has to survive and compete with the private players, then they have to improve their system and their working culture. Citizens, passenger cannot be at the mercy of authorities or administration. So Honorable Supreme Court ने कहा कि आज का जो टाइम है इट इज़ द टाइम ऑफ कंपटीशन एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी, और अगर इस कंपटीशन के टाइम में पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट को काम करना है तो इसको जिम्मेदारी लेनी होगी, क्योंकि देयर इज़ अ टफ कंपटीशन बिटवीन द पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड द प्राइवेट ट्रांसपोर्ट. You know that, so you will not find such kind of delay on the part of private transport. So Honorable Supreme Court further reiterated that the citizen or passengers cannot be at the mercy of the authorities or administration. So basically, if a passenger has booked the train, then he has paid the price for that, and he is not taking any mercy from the concerned department, for example in this case the railway department. somebody has to accept the responsibility. So Honorable Supreme Court held that if the public transport has to function properly in this era of competition between the public transport and the private transport, then public transport need to improve its system, and a citizen or the passenger cannot be left at the mercy of such authorities or such department. Somebody has to take the responsibility. किसी को जिम्मेदारी लेनी होगी. क्यों लेनी होगी? Because it is the violation of the right of the passengers. ये पैसेंजर्स के राइट का वायलेशन है. अगर ट्रेन या कोई भी ट्रांसपोर्ट मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट है, वो एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पर शेड्यूल था कि वो उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम पर पहुंच जाएगा, लेकिन इफ़ दैट पर्टिकुलर ट्रांसपोर्ट or particular means of transport does not reach its destination at the proper time, then it will amount to the deficiency in service on the part of that means of transport, whether it may be bus, whether it may be train. Now we come to the next. So Honorable Supreme Court, after analyzing all the contentions on the part of both parties, finally came to the conclusion that in this case the decision of District Forum, State Commission and National Commission was appropriate in the given circumstances, and it does not require any interference from the Honorable Supreme Court. So the SLP filed by the Railway Department, that is appellant in this case, is liable to be dismissed. तो Honorable Supreme Court ने इस केस में रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट की SLP को डिसमिस कर दिया, और जो संजय शुक्ला रेस्पोंडेंट थे इस केस में, संजय शुक्ला को कंपेंसेशन अमाउंट दिया, और साथ ही साथ ये डायरेक्शन दी कि पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम को इम्प्रूव होना होगा अगर उसे प्राइवेट ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम के साथ कंपटीशन करना है. अदरवाइज पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सिस्टम विल सफ़र लॉस. एंड Honorable Supreme Court also tried to protect the right of the citizens. Honorable Supreme Court held that the citizen or passengers cannot be leave or cannot be left at the mercy of this authorities or this kind of system. So in this case Honorable Supreme Court ने जो पैसेंजर्स हैं जो पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट की फैसिलिटी को अवेल करते हैं उसके राइट्स को प्रोटेक्ट किया है, और स्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्शन दी हैं पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम को कि दे नीड टू मेक अप देमसेल्फ और दे नीड टू इम्प्रूव देमसेल्फ. इफ दे विल नॉट इम्प्रूव देमसेल्फ then they will not be able to compete with the private transport system. So my dear students, that's all for today. I will come again with the next latest judgment of Honorable Supreme Court. Till then, thank you very much. Goodbye. Please take care of yourself. Goodbye.